One morning of hot summer Sunday, a middle-aged guy heard some noise and thought a new neighbor moved next door. He was all alone in his house because his wife divorced him and went away along with their kid 6 months ago. Soon enough, they came to say hello to him. They apologized for the inconvenience and gave him a gift. Upon receiving, the guy noticed something to the girl who's wearing a black miniskirt that time. What could that be? Back in his place, the man heard something behind the wall. It's coming from his new neighbors and the noises were kinda kinky. The next day, the man was about to go to work when he met the girl Amin who was holding the trash outside. The trash she's carrying fell when they greeted each other. The man helped to pick up the thing and he was shocked by what he saw. The girl was not wearing panties. In the next scene, Amin couldn't reach something in the kitchen, so she asked her boyfriend for help. But even he couldn't reach it because he wasn't tall, so he just gave a footstool for the woman to use. The man notices his girlfriend is not wearing panties and tells her to behave. Amin explained why. According to her, she has sensitive skin and it gets irritated easily as the panty line does to her. She's not comfortable, especially since it's summer. She said no one would know and see that she was not wearing anything. Are you sure about that, Miss AMIN NIINA? The guy came back from work that evening. He was still thinking about what he saw this morning with the beautiful woman. His attention turned to a small mirror. The man's mischievousness suddenly took over. He wanted to know if what he saw was true. In the elevator, while the girl was waiting, after a while, the woman noticed that the old man was peeking at her, so she screamed. She reported to the guys who approached her that the man was a pervert. The man was apprehended and will be taken to the precinct. The old man screamed. Then, he suddenly woke up from sleep. It's all just a dream, thankfully. Tuesday morning, the man was about to go to work when he caught up with Amin again outside. But he immediately stood up when Amin noticed him and they greeted each other after. The old man sat down to rest when he heard the two men talking. According to a man, he was seduced by a newly moved woman because he noticed that she was not wearing panties and all women were like that. The other man does not want to believe what his friend is saying. The old man then wondered if the woman was doing the same thing to him. What do you think, Oli? That night, the man had just returned home when someone rang his doorbell. It's Amin, her neighbor, and she is scared and asks for help because there is a cockroach in her house. Inside, the man looked for the cockroach while the woman was still afraid that it might pop out again. That's why she begged the old guy to accompany her for a little longer because her boyfriend was not coming until tomorrow morning. By the way, no cockroaches were harmed in this movie. The next day, Wednesday, the guy went back to Amin's house. He felt guilty about what he had done last night, so he wanted to talk to the sexy neighbor. He repeatedly apologized to the woman. The old man couldn't believe that he did that to his sexy neighbor while her boyfriend was not at home. The day is Thursday, someone's on his door, it's Amin. She saw the cockroach again, that's what she said. But the guy already knew what was going to happen next. Inside the house, he still searched for that cockroach but he still couldn't find it. Friday morning, the man called his office to say he couldn't come in because he wasn't feeling well. He couldn't believe that after 30 years of not being absent from work, this happened just now. He was so distracted by her that it affected his health and job. Later that day, Amin went to his neighbor to give him the package that he didn't get earlier because he wasn't feeling well, so she accepted it for him. She also noticed that something was not well with her neighbor, so she entered the house to take care of him. His wife called and said she was coming back to him with their kid. The old man was very happy that his family would finally be reunited. Amin heard all this and had sadness on her face. It's Monday again, and after a couple of days of rest, the man is fine. He was about to go to work when he saw Amin leaving the house to throw away the trash. That scene just seemed to repeat itself. The garbage the woman was holding fell, the man helped, and when he was about to pick it up, he saw something that surprised him. But this time it's different. Amin is wearing panties now. After greeting each other, the woman left. From that moment, their relationship has stopped. She also wears panties every day. And that's the end of the movie. So what do we learn from here? Obviously, we should always wear underwear so that we don't get mistaken for flirting with other people. But if you have a valid reason not to wear anything, just be careful that no one catches a glimpse of your precious parts. And of course, my constant reminder, don't do the wrong things in this movie. Thanks for watching. See you in my next story. Goodbye.